Alright, what up, y'all? So I'm late, but 2019 SS diffuser coming off, putting a gloss black one on here, and this exhaust coming off. We got you see the boxes over there. We got some Corsa Extremes going on. So alright, so I'm under the car, upside down, but this bracket is 13mm bolts, 2 on this side and 3 over here. After you get this off, you're free to get this whole exhaust off, which is bolted up there by the cats. And then there's these hangers, which stuff is all in my face, but yeah. Hangers here, and then the hangers on the end where the mufflers would be. And that should be it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get these bolts out. Alright, so before you see the end of it, this is the day after. But we got everything off. It was just super hard to reach all of this stuff and film and knock this stuff off, so I missed that section. But I think this is better for you to kind of really see what's going on. So as far as taking this off, the hangers for the tips at the very back, which would have been on the front of the mufflers or whatever, or on the factory tips, this is it's on a bracket that bolts to the car. So what we did, we unbolted the 2 bolts on this little bracket. Same on this side. I think they were 15mm nuts or bolts, something. But we undid that bracket so this whole back half of the exhaust could drop. There's no factory mufflers on this one, but if you had factory mufflers, it would be another exhaust hanger somewhere in here. Just spray that with some like WD-40 or something. You can get that out. Same deal here. 2 hangers here. I still don't really know what this is. Maybe y'all can tell me. But the Corsas don't have a spot for this, so we didn't switch them over. So the plugs that go there, we just kind of got them zip tied up out the way, taped off. So depending on which exhaust you get, you might have to take this off and add it to the new exhaust, depending on which one you have and if you actually know what that is. But other than that, it's nothing holding any of this on. It's just the 2 bolts right there on the passenger side and the O2 sensor, which you'll need a O2 sensor socket to get that off. It was kind of hard to reach the plug, but we ended up unplugging it, and then we just took the O2 sensor off after we got the whole thing off. But this was super hard to get out because it was in this clamp and it was super tight. So we had to kind of pry this clamp open some with a flathead and pry that up. And then while we were under the car, had a rubber mallet and kind of hit right here a bunch to kind of push the whole exhaust towards the back to get this out of the clamp. Once that comes off, this side will come off of the 2 bolts over here, and pretty much your whole exhaust is gonna drop. So while we were working on this half, we had the back half kind of propped up on some boxes and stuff, so that kept the whole thing from falling. But yeah, once you knock that out, the whole front end is gonna drop, and this stuff is pretty heavy. So once you get all of that out the way, super easy to put everything else on. It's 2 bolts for the piece right here. This part goes right in the clamp, and then everything else is just clamps and clamps all the way to the end. And then, you know, the hangers, I think it's 3 hangers, the 2 right here. The Corsa mufflers got some hangers, and then the tips that went on there had their own hangers. So that's it though. Like these bolts right here gave us a ton of trouble. So what we ended up having to do to get them off was put a wrench on there and bang the wrench with the hammer to knock it loose. But once we did that, everything was good to go. So now back to the finished look. So we almost done. The Corsas are on. Gloss black diffuser. And everything is there. We just gotta tighten all these clamps. So clamps here from tips to the muffler. Then another set of clamps from the muffler to the whatever this is. And then this is clamped to the X pipe, which is clamped to those up front that replace the catalytic converter. So that's it. All hangers are in. Yeah. So yeah, all hangers are in. This doesn't have a hookup on this one. The I don't know, like an active exhaust kind of deal or whatever. Something. I don't know, but that's not on this one. So just gotta tuck these harnesses and hook up the O2 sensor, and then that's it. And we'll get y'all a glimpse of what it sounds like once we got it all tightened up. It should. Huh?